What up, King Pookie Nation? This is your boy King Pookie coming to the house talking about. Yes, we're gonna be talking about Nick Foles. I do not know what happened to him in his career. He was with the Philadelphia Eagles. He was Carson Wentz's backup in 2017 season, and Carson Wentz got injured, so then he took over the team, and he won the Super Bowl. So then no, that I think it was in 2019 or something. The Philadelphia Eagles decided that they were gonna want to win with Carson Wentz because they traded for this guy, and so Carson Wentz, you know, he's gonna wants to fight for the job. So then the Philadelphia Eagles they trade away Nick Foles to the Jacksonville Jaguars. And the Jacksonville Jaguars paid a lot of money for Nick Foles and that stuff. And guess what? He gets injured again. And so then then here comes Ryan Pace in the picture. Our stupid general manager trades for Nick Foles, and gives up draft capital for this guy, and so then he was supposedly competing for the starting job with Mitch Trubisky, and Mitch Trubisky did have the starting job, and we started losing a couple games. Like I think it was like the second or third game, Matt Nagy decides that he wants to pull out Mitch Trubisky, in that Falcons game, I think it was. Because, yeah, I remember that Falcons game. So, and Nick Foles was supposed to be Matt Nagy's guy. That's the guy that he wanted. That's the guy that he used to coach in Philadelphia when Matt Nagy was with the Philadelphia Eagles and organization. So, yeah, and I think we also had Bill Lazor that coached Foles, then he supposedly knew Nick Foles and that stuff. He could coach him and that stuff. But yeah, so then what happens is, now so then Mitch Trubisky takes over the job because Nick Foles lost 6 games in a row. So this is Matt Nagy decides to go to back to Mr. Trubisky, which was the point of no return. You cannot go back to the guy that you benched, and now you're gonna have Mitch Trubisky. So Nick Foles loses his job to the guy that he replaced. So then back in this year, so Andy Dalton comes into the picture. So then so then now Andy Dalton is gonna get the number one. He's gonna be the QB number one. They already said that it was gonna do it, and so the Bears we drafted Justin Fields, and that was Matt Nagy's draft pick. That's the guy that he wanted. It was not. I don't know if it was Ryan Pace's decision if he wanted to get Justin Fields, but yeah, Bad Nagy really wanted this guy, so we gave up a lot of our capital to move up. We got Justin Fields was the best thing ever, man. He just lit Chicago on fire. Everybody was so hyped for this guy. I mean that Justin Fields. He was a brush of fresh air in Hallis on the Hallis Hall and help us win maybe be the kings of the north again. So now um we got Andy Dalton, we got Justin Fields, and then Nick Foles is the third string quarterback, and we're we're trying to the Bears are trying to get rid of him so much that we had our hopes so high. Okay, we heard him going to the Jets. Maybe the Jets they need him because they need a backup quarterback. We thought maybe there's going to be teams that are desperate. They need a backup quarterback. So then the stupid Jets decided to go another way and go get another guy. So then we're still stuck with Nick Foles, and then you know what? And then I think him returning back to Philadelphia was in the picture in the mix, you know, and that just fell through, you know, and like the I don't think the Philadelphia Eagles organization want to go back to Nick Foles, but you know the fans wanted Nick Foles, man. Nick Foles won the Super Bowl for the Eagles, so you know the fans wanted Nick Foles because you know they thought that he would turn out his magic and that stuff, but never worked out. So um, yeah, so then that fell through. So recently, like rumbling that the Falcons were looking for somebody, and no, they decided to go get somebody, one of the guy quarterbacks from San Francisco, you know, to draft. So we're stuck with Nick Foles. I think it's time for him to retire. You know, after this season, I think it's time to hang up the cleats, Nick Foles. You know, you were on the top of your A game, and I don't know what happened after the 6 games losing streak. Your just career just went downhill. You know, now you're like the third string. You're the third wheel for the Chicago Bears, and you know nobody wants to pick you up. So I don't know. We're hoping that someone is so desperate to take Nick Foles, but it seems like we're gonna be stuck with him. Nobody wants him. You know, we cannot. I mean, we could at least get something, and I don't even care if it's a seventh rounder or something, or give us something. You know, um, but man, Nick Foles, it's time for you to hang up. You were the journeyman. You played for so many teams. I think it's time for you to go home, take care of your wife and your son. I think he just had a baby recently, like last year. So yeah, you know, I think you should go back and take care of your kids. You know, son. I mean, you know, you have. You mean he has. You don't want him, your son, to be you know, watching you playing football and you're having a miserable career and your son has to see that and everybody makes fun of you, makes fun of your son. You don't want that, you know. So and do you really want her like an injury happen that something might happen that you might not even see your kids anymore? So um yeah. So I think it's just time for you to hang it up and just leave and just retire. So this is your boy King Pookie. Leave me a comment below. So, give me a huge like. Subscribe to my channel and join the King Pookie Nation Army. This is your boy King Pookie, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.